my dear friends, welcome back to our legal channel on YouTube. I am Advocate Tabassum Sheikh from Expert Jurist LLP. Today in this video, I would be discussing with you about the schools of Mohammedan law. So, when two different groups follow different principles or philosophy, then the concept of school arises. So, under Mohammedan law, there are two schools. The first one is the Sunni school and the other one is the Shia school. The principle of Sunni schools are followed by the Sunni sect, and the principle of the Shia schools are followed by the Shia sect. Majority of the Muslims around the world are Sunnis. You will get the population of Sunni Muslims in the countries like India, Pakistan, Afghanistan, Saudi Arabs, from Indonesia to Morocco. So in such countries will get the majority of the Sunni Muslims, and approximately 15% of the population, it consists of Shia Muslims. We'll get the population of Shia Muslim in the countries like Egypt, Iran, Iraq, Lebanon. So in such countries, Shias are in majority. So now let's see that how this division arises. So when Prophet Muhammad ﷺ expired in 632 AD without leaving any male issue, the dispute arises that who would succeed to Imamat. Now, what is Imamat? It is basically a spiritual or the temporal headship of Islam. So the dispute arises that who will succeed this Khilafat or the Imam. So one group, they advocated the principle of election. It means that one group, they advocated or they were of the opinion that the best person in the community will lead to the Imamat. So this group, they believe that Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq was the best person for Imamat. As Abu Bakr Siddiq, he was the closest companions of Prophet Muhammad, as well as the father-in-law of Prophet Muhammad. On the other hand, the other group, that is the Shia sect, they advocated that the leadership, that the Imamate should stay within the family of Prophet. It should not go into the other person. So this group, they advocated that Hazrat Ali, who was the cousin brother of Prophet Muhammad as well as the son-in-law of Prophet Muhammad. So this group, they were of the opinion that Hazrat Ali should succeed to the Imamat. So from there, the division, the difference of opinion, political difference of opinion started, and which resulted into the division of this Muslim into Sunni sect and Shia sect. Hence, the difference of opinion between these two sects was originally of political rather than religious or legal. Though they both, that is Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq as well as Hazrat Ali, they both succeeded to Imamat. But however, the majority was in favor of Hazrat Abu Bakr Siddiq. Hence, he was chosen as the first Imam or the first Khalif of Islam, and he ruled for 2 years. After that, the second Khalif was Hazrat Umar Farooq Azam. He ruled for 10 years. And the third one was Hazrat Usman Ghani. He ruled for 12 years. And the fourth one was Hazrat Ali. He ruled for 5 years. So hence they both succeeded to Imamat. Now let's discuss the schools of Mohammedan law. So first I would be discussing with you about the Sunni schools. So now let's move to the Sunni school. Sunni follows the principle of 4 schools. That is, first one, the Hanafi school, second, the Maliki school, third, the Shafi school, and fourth, the Hanbali school. The first one, that is Hanafi school. Now this school is founded by its founder named Hazrat Imam Azam Abu Hanifa, who was an eminent scholar of his time. He was known for his outstanding logical reasoning and technical legal thoughts. This school done a systematic work on codification of Muslim law. Hidayah, which is an authoritative book of this school, covers topics like succession and inheritance. This school places great reliance on qiyas, that is, instead of accepting any tradition as law, this school tried to find out that law in Quran and Sunnah through analogical deduction. Whenever the court has to interpret the principles of Islamic law, court usually give the highest preference to this school. Majority of the Muslims in the countries like India, China, Pakistan, Bangladesh, Afghanistan, they follow the principles of Hanafi school. Now the next one is the Maliki school. The Maliki school is founded by its founder named Hazrat Imam Malik ibn Anas. Now this school, it originated in the same period as that of the Hanafi school, but it flourished in Medina. According to this school, the new rules should be exclusively obtained from traditions. But this school recognized ijma of only those jurists who lives in Medina. So the scope of ijma in this regard is very limited under this school. My dear friends, I have already made a video that what is ijma or qiyas. So kindly check the earlier videos in order to get more clarification or in order to understand this concept more easily. So the Maliki and the subsequent jurists of this school had given the privileges of being a judge. Hence, their approach to law is more practical than that of the Maliki. Maliki has written an exhaustive book named Kitabul Muwatta, which is an authority on the Maliki doctrine. Now the third one is the Shafi'i school. The founder of this school named is Hazrat Imam Shafi'i, who was an eminent scholar of Islamic jurisprudence. He was a disciple of Imam Malik. This school is a combination of Hanafi school and Maliki school. Hazrat Imam Shafi'i, he examined and studied the traditions in light of logical reasoning in order to get the systematic and balanced rule of law. This school considered ijma as an important source of Mohammedan law. This school has mostly used qiyas and has established qiyas as a source of Mohammedan law. But according to this school, qiyas should be considered only after Quran, Sunnah and Ijma. This school has incorporated its usul, that is the principle, in a book called Kitabul Muslims in a country like Egypt, Persia, Iraq, some parts of Saudi Arabia are the followers of this school. In India, Muslims from Malabar region in Kerala are the followers of this school, that is the Shafi'i school. Now the fourth one and the last one of Sunni school is the Hanbali school. Fourth and the last school of Sunni is Hanbali school. It was founded by Hazrat Imam Ahmad bin Hanbal. Hazrat Imam Ahmad, he strictly follow the traditions of Prophet Muhammad. According to this school, they relied so much upon the traditions of Prophet that almost the other sources of Mohammedan law like Ijma and Qiyas were neglected by this school. According to this school, there was no scope for private judgment or human reasoning, because in the opinion of Imam Hanbal, the traditions and the practice of Prophet Muhammad, it matters more than any opinion of other people. Musnadul Imam Hanbal is an important book on Hanbali law. It consists of a collection of almost 5,000 traditions of Prophet Muhammad. Very few Muslims across the world are the followers of this school.
Please like, share and subscribe. Thank you.